The word that grew. Let's travel together. A drop of ink wakes up. I am Momo, a little drop of ink. I have lived inside Chinese characters for 3,000 years, and I know a secret. The story of China is not what most people imagine. A word for one city. Long ago, the word Zhonghua meant only the central city, the king's walled capital. Outside the walls lived many different peoples, each with their own way of life. For neighbors at a crossroads. Rivers and roads met at one green valley, so hunters from the north, herders from the west, farmers from the east, and boat people from the south all came there to trade. Every early kingdom was founded by one of these so-called outsiders. The market becomes a palace. The first cities grew out of markets. The wall began as the market fence, the entry fee became the first tax, and the king was the great manager of trade. This civilization was born from buying and selling. Whoever moves in becomes Chinese. Here is the surprise: being Chinese was never about bloodline. Anyone who moved inside the walls and joined the city register became a Chinese person. It was a membership card, not a race. Characters. The market's secret code. People at the market spoke many different languages, so they traded with written signs that carried meaning, not sound. Everyone could read them in their own tongue. That is why the characters spread so far. The Great Quiet. Then plague and war swept the land, and 9 of every 10 people were gone. The old cities fell silent. New peoples rode in from the north, learned the characters, and became the new Chinese, with new voices and new songs. A bandage called Center of the World. 1,000 years ago, an emperor of Song had to admit that a northern emperor was his equal. It hurt so much that his scholars invented a comforting story. We are the civilized center, they are only barbarians. A bruised heart wrote that story. A chapter of the world. Then the Mongols joined the grasslands, the deserts, and China into one enormous world, with Beijing as its winter capital. Even the next dynasty kept their systems. From then on, China's story was a chapter of world history. One roof, many peoples. The Manchu emperors of the Qing wore a different hat for each people: Khan for the Mongols, protector for Tibet, emperor for the Han. And the Beijing speech born under their roof grew into the Mandarin spoken today. New clothes for an old word. Only about 100 years ago, after a war was lost across the sea, people picked up the old word Zhonghua to name a brand new kind of country and filled it with freshly made words. The meaning you hear today is that young. Momo's whisper. So when someone says, "It has always been this way," smile and ask, "Since when?" Names stay the same, but their meanings keep changing. Knowing that is the beginning of real history. About this book. This story is adapted from historian Hideo Okada's A History of Chinese Civilization. His bold view is one influential interpretation. Other historians see some things differently, and that is exactly what makes history fun.